What's up, guys? Classy Metal here. It is that time of the month. Once again, the Metalhead box is here. I actually got it in the mail yesterday. I wanted to spend a little bit of time with the contents, familiarize myself with the music that was included and all of that good stuff. First things first, it's hot, it's humid. Fat people like myself are just not made for this type of heat. I've been at work all day, so excuse me if I sound rough, if I look rough. It's just I'm not made for the summer, and it's getting worse as I'm getting older. Not going to spend a lot of time rambling. I know a lot of you like me to just jump in and show you guys what I got in the box. I do the all format version of the Metalhead box. That means I get the t-shirt, sometimes they throw in a patch or a pin or some goodies, and then I get one vinyl record, one cassette tape, and one CD. The people that get the regular Metalhead box are getting those neat envelopes and stuff with the artwork. When you do the all format version, you get a vinyl mailer like this. I can always use these when I'm trading or selling vinyl, so I like getting those. And it's crazy the amount of goodies that they stuff into one mailer. And I will say every record that I've gotten so far has been in perfect shape. They pack these up and they send them out very safely, especially with them coming from Canada. There's all types of opportunity for the Postal Service to get those all bent up. But as far as getting the records to you safely and in good condition, they do a lot better job through the Metalhead box than some of these bigger labels do. Some of these other labels should kind of follow suit with the way that they're packing up stuff there coming from this Metalhead box service. The patch and the pin that I got this month, I'll start off with those. I love this patch. We've got a kind of a memorial tribute patch to Trevor Sternad from the Black Dahlia murder. Everybody knows Trevor. Hard to believe it's been a year since his passing. The guy, he had his hand in metal all over the place. I love Black Dahlia murder or hate the band. You cannot deny this guy's influence in death metal and extreme music. He had a love and a passion for it, and it was such a shame that it all just kind of went down the way that it did. But cool patch here. I recently got a vest, and when I start adding the patches to the vest, this patch will definitely be taking a very deserving spot on that vest. The pin this month is an awesome pin, and none of the pictures that I've seen people posting online have done this pin justice, including my own. My camera's probably not going to do it justice either. There's so much fine detail, very small fine detail, that it's so hard for these cameras to pick up, and I know my cheap little webcam will be no different. I'm going to have trouble picking this one up. But this is a Dissection Storm of the Light's Bane pin, and my camera has trouble focusing on it anyway. It kind of focused on it a little bit there. You can kind of get the gist of it, but this looks awesome, and this will look great on my little pegboard that I have going. It may even end up on my vest at some point. And it's unfortunate that none of the pictures, because it's kind of hard to make out, I know, just because the detail, you have to kind of be in person to really appreciate the detail that is on this pin. But it's one of the better ones that I've seen thus far, and I'm super pleased with that one. You get those little those little extra things, and then you get what I really come for in the Metalhead box, the t-shirt and the music. The t-shirt this month, I absolutely loved. This is from the Canadian, they're kind of gothic doom metal. They released their debut full length earlier this year. This band is Tribunal, and I believe the album they released, I think it was The Weight of Remembrance was the title to that full length. Fantastic full length. If you have not checked that out, I highly urge you to do that. I know if you look up the band Tribunal from Canada, there's like 2 or 3 other bands in Canada using that same name. This is the kind of gothy doom metal. I will link up the $20 spin Bandcamp to their debut full length down in the description. I loved it so much that I actually have picked up a CD copy and a vinyl copy of their full length. And there's a good chance that you will probably see me talking a bit more about it, at least at the end of the year. I may get around to doing the collection updates that I'm so far behind on. But not too long ago, we received a Temple of Void t-shirt that had this kind of same color scheme as far as the black shirt with the kind of dark gray lettering and design on it. And on that Temple of Void shirt, I felt like it kind of took away, that it was just a little bit too dark for my liking. With the sound that Tribunal has going, this shirt works perfectly. It matches just kind of that gothy, dark, doomy sound that the band has, and just the dark lettering, and it makes you just kind of have to look and really focus on it, and that's what you want to do with their music. I can't really put it to words. If you've heard their music, that will kind of make sense, but for me, it absolutely just works. It sounds like I'm just kissing ass, and that's not what I'm intending to do with this. This is probably one of the better shirts for me personally that I've received in quite some time from the box, and I think it just really works the way that it goes. Speaking of Canadian bands, that I got a CD in the box this month that is a band that is touring with Tribunal a little bit later in the year. This is Scalding with their debut full length entitled Exordium. This is phenomenal. This is black metal. It kind of goes into the melodic area of black metal. Definitely has a melodic black metal feel at times. It's going to be kind of hard for me to show you that artwork just because of the glare from the skulls on the wall on the wall behind me. I didn't think that through too well when I put those up on the wall. But as far as the music goes on this, I really like this. It does have that melodic kind of style of black metal going on. One thing that stood out to me in this album throughout was the drumming going on this. It kind of gets into almost like a trance-like, almost even ritualistic at times, and it just kind of sucks you in, and you just kind of get all like completely absorbed into the music. I was listening to this at work earlier today, and I absolutely just got lost in it. It doesn't go into folky territory, but it kind of has like almost a pagan-y vibe going on at times, music-wise, if that makes any sense. It's probably something that you'll just kind of have to listen to yourself and kind of make your own assumptions for. But as far as my first couple of spins on this full length, I absolutely loved it. Looking forward to spending some time with this moving forward in the future. The cassette tape that I got this month, this is a reissue that was put out in 2021 through Dread Records. This is the sophomore full length from the Danish death metal, kind of at this point they're like Danish death metal kings. This is Undergang or Undergong. They put out a lot of material on Dark Descent Records, and as I was saying, this cassette was released through Dread Records in 2021. I believe the original full length came out around 2012. Somewhere around in there. I may be completely off on my dates. It doesn't even sound right in my head now that I said 2012. I'm not sure when the actual full length came out. It was their sophomore full length. A lot of people felt like this one fell short just because their debut was so good. But I really like this album. I have not heard anything from Undergang that I do not like. I like the cassette looks pretty good. It's just the clear kind of shell, I believe is what you call that. But the little labels on that work pretty well with the artwork, and they did good as far as matching that stuff up. I did not own this album. I only have a couple of the latter releases from this band, and I believe pretty much everything that I've gotten from them I got in Metalhead box. So thank you, Melissa and company, for that, because this is a band that has not steered me wrong one time, and this sophomore full length definitely didn't steer me wrong either. Straightforward death metal, has hints of kind of a Rotrevor, and asphyx going on. The influence can be kind of seen heavily throughout that. I felt like the production on this one was a little bit better than on the debut, so I might be in the minority on that, but it sounds really good. Even on the cassette, I've given this cassette a little bit of a play, and then I'll listen to the album online, but killer stuff there. And then the vinyl that I got this month, this is a band out of Mexico that I've seen them, and I've seen this. I saw this album posted some last year. The vinyl was released not too long ago, maybe in May of this year, and I saw it getting posted around as well. But it's a band that I really haven't delved into too much, just because they have so much material out there. They are a death metal band as I said, out of Mexico. This has been around since the early '90s, and I think with this being their latest full length. I think they're 9 full lengths in, and then they have some demos and EPs and that type stuff sprinkled in that discography as well. And it's a bit overwhelming. It's to the point where I never really picked anything up, because you guys know how I am as far as buying stuff. Once I get going on a band like this, and I just keep buying more and more, and it gets very expensive very fast. But I guess the guys at Metalhead Box, it felt like that I needed it, and I felt like this was a band that I needed to start adding into the discography. So this is a heck of a way to start. This is the latest full length from the band The Chasm. This one is entitled "The Scars of a Lost Reflective Shadow." The Chasm is a straightforward death metal band. They're able to slow it down a little bit at times. They don't quite get into the kind of doom death territory, but they do slow it down here and there. They're able to create these atmospheres through their music without becoming an atmospheric death metal band. There's a little bit of progressiveness going on in this as well, but they don't go into progressive death metal. It's kind of hard to pinpoint them down, especially with such a huge discography. But I'm just going to speak just from this album. It is a killer, just straightforward death metal release. I definitely highly recommend you check this one out. Anthony over at the Metal Miners channel posted that he was listening to this album earlier today, I believe on Spotify or something along those lines, and I messaged him and I was like, I just got this record in. So far it sounds like it's something that I'm really going to like, and I love this album front to finish. There was not a single track on here that I didn't like. I like that they're able to mix their sound up just enough in each, I guess, between tracks to make the each song kind of stand apart from the other. It doesn't kind of run together, and it's enough that it kept me interested, and it's something that it's made me want to dig a little bit deeper into this band. This was released on Dark Descent Records, as you can see there on the back. Anytime you see that Dark Descent Records logo, you know you're in for something good. The lyric sheet in here, on the lyric sheet it says Iron Will Death Metal, and it has a quote up at the top that says, "You cannot stand against the power of the void, nor against the laws of the space and time." And that works. That's kind of a theme going through this album. It's kind of a feel that I got. I could just read that, and it goes along perfectly with the music that accompanies it on this release. It's just on black vinyl. I believe that was the only option that Dark Descent offered on this particular release. The digital and the CD, I believe there was a CD. I don't know if there was a cassette or not, but I know the digital and the CD version were available last year. And as I said a little bit earlier, it's pretty much a brand new vinyl, as it was just released in May of 2023. Another solid month. I'm absolutely loving. Rule number 1 for anyone showing vinyl on YouTube: do not re-sleeve on camera. I almost messed up and struggled with that there. But as I was saying, I'm really loving this all format option. I've loved every box that I've gotten so far. It's kind of even motivated me to mix up my own collection a little bit more, adding in. I've been purchasing more tapes. I've been purchasing more vinyl. CDs are always still coming. I've been severely lacking on just the general collection updates. I know I do like the big orders, but I have a large order from 20 Buck Spin that I did, and I'm going to try to show that one, but just kind of fitting into what I was saying, it has CDs, tapes, and vinyl in that order that I did from 20 Buck Spin, and it's all thanks to Metalhead Box. Between Metalhead Box and my new stereo setup, the other formats sound very good on that as well. CDs are still probably my favorite, but I'm enjoying. I'm a very moody person, and I'm enjoying kind of splitting up and listening to different formats from time to time. So it definitely adds another layer of enjoyment to me personally, just spending time with these albums that I love. That's all I've got for today. I'm going to link up the music that I showed you guys down in the description. I'm going to link up the Tribunal band as well that I got the t-shirt from, because their full length from this year was just absolutely phenomenal. As always, Metalhead Box will be linked up down there for this video as well. So if you saw something or you're wanting to take a chance on one of these boxes yourself, the link will be there, and you can go check them out and see what they have to offer. I've been long-winded in this one, but that's all I've got for today. I hope you guys are having a good week. The week's almost over. Have a good weekend. If nothing else, I will see you guys back here on Sunday when I do the collection videos. We're still going through that. I think we're actually on part 91 of the CD collection now, so we're still making our way through there. That's all I've got today. Stay classy, stay metal, all that good stuff, and I will see you guys very soon. I promise.